My name's Ruth Ann,
And I'm Sean.
and this is our baby Daniel, who was born at Flourish. So I found Flourish through my job as a pelvic floor PT. I have a lot of patients who have given birth here. We're looking at birthing center options, and so I just was familiarized with it at that point. And then we got to a point where we knew we were going to try to get pregnant, and so I did one of the pre-pregnancy appointments, just like consulting on, anything I need to be in mind of trying to get pregnant. We were talking about like getting off birth control and stuff like that. So we did that.
I wasn't the one giving birth, so whatever she was good with, and I was great with. So
I think everybody's got to kind of choose their own journey a little bit. I think when we look at just stories I've heard with epidurals and inductions and stuff like that, I know that can really disrupt the progression and process of even him moving down towards where he would be able being ready to push and all that kind of stuff. I think we know that could be inhibited with medication and stuff like that, and so but also be inhibited with really being really anxious about everything. So you got to manage your anxieties a little bit of there's lots of things that are scary, lots of things that are unknown. For me, the biggest thing was knowing who was going to be there when I had my baby. So the fact that I knew the midwives, I knew the other helpers here. It wasn't like I'm going to show up to the hospital and it's who's ever on shift. There's a lot more clarity on who is going to be there day of, and that was really important. And then I saw those same people throughout the whole process.
Also, talk about the recovery side. What do you see with people birthing center versus people that have been here versus the traditional
going to the hospital.
hospital.
There's a lot less of immediate acute recovery things to consider. For us, I loved that we could be here. I labored here, gave birth, and in 4 hours we were home. And so being able to immediately stand up and move around, not feel like I've got to, I didn't have an epidural so that my legs are numb and I can't walk around. It didn't take my movement from me. It didn't take my movement from me during labor. I mean, labor pains did, but medication didn't. And then being able to almost immediately just get up and move around, get in the tub when he was fresh out, and being able to do that and not feel oh my gosh, my legs are jello, right? And I can't do that. And so I really love the freedom to do that. So I could go home and start my healing process quicker. Something about being home that really brings your body into that kind of parasympathetic state, so it can be able to heal and rest and start the recovery process. I think you have to look at the whole spectrum. So while labor and delivery is kind of the big show, every appointment leading up to that point with Marsha or Abby was great and thoughtful, and nothing felt rushed. I never felt like they were trying to get me in and get me out.